Welcome back. We are here again. It's too hot. It's too noisy. I'm too hungry. Let's just get into it. Welcome back on the Loudmouth Grenadian. Thank you so much for the views, for the comments, for everything. Even if there's no comments, thank you anyway. Your attention is gift enough for me. Thank you very much. Thank you. The neighbors is playing music. It's nice, sunny, still too hot, but it's a good vibe. So, what I want to talk about right now is something I've been thinking about for a while actually. You know, I'm constantly thinking about stuff ranging from serious topics, comedic topics on different genres of entertainment, social life. But one aspect that I've recently been thinking of is the pressures of dating on young black men today. If you don't know this, I'm a black man, early 20s, Caribbean origin, about 5'10", and basically just starting off my dating life, as it were. And I just wanted to sort of maybe discuss the pressures of someone like me has in this dating role. Not to say that I'm the only one with pressure. Loads and loads of people have pressures. Loads of people in different religions, different countries, different sexual orientations. They all have their own personal pressures when it comes to dating. That's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. And we just have to try to find a way to navigate it. Try to find a way to relieve ourselves of this pressure in order to continue. And I think one of the things that adds pressure is, the big, SM, social media. The constant reports of, good dating stories, bad dating stories, celebrity dating stories, expectations, quotes made by people that's reshared, stories that's reshared, topics of debates. I feel like that has been both the benefits and drawbacks of social media. Whereas before you would, go out and you would go through dating to sort of develop your expectations, your wants, your needs, whatever you want to do. I feel like now social media has built it up to make you feel a type of way if you don't, what's the word I'm looking for? Act or behave towards a certain dating aspect, towards, certain dating appeals. In my sense, since I'm a straight black male, the ifs and wants of a female, because I'm attracted to female, and so I'm going to need to know what female wants, what they need, what they're looking for. But I feel like that has been somewhat perverted, somewhat changed by the presence of social media. And for example, that I think it was, I'm going to say 2018, maybe 2019, that whole men are trash wave. Men are trash, they always be trash, they always cheat, they always do this, they always do that. And don't get me wrong, that sentiment was here before social media, but I feel like with the emergence of social media, that is just grown and grown and grown to the point of, everyone it was a cool thing to say at the time, it was a trending thing. Let's just jump on it. Let's just join in? What's the worst that can happen? What can I benefit from this? When in truth, everyone's trash. Everyone's rubbish. They're shit. No one is perfect. But I feel like because women are more vocal about this stuff, that the men are trash wave just get growing and growing and growing and growing. Even to this day, I still hear men are so trash. Men are trash. When both sides do wrong things, both sides do negative and both sides do positive things. But it's only because women are more vocal. Women are more, what's better for, looking to ostracize and out men on their bad behavior, that the wave has continued. Another example of how social media has sort of made it harder in terms of the dating world is the expectations of women onto men. And what I mean by that is, cool, as a man, there are certain things you have to do. It's just a no-brainer. You have to treat your women with respect, look after them. Some women will like it when you cook. Most, if not all of them, like it when you clean. That's fine. That's the bare minimum. At least that's what my mom taught me. My mom taught me that you have to treat them with kindness, to be caring, understanding, listening to them. But then social media has sort of mixed it up and swap around priorities. Swap around what should be the main priority. And it seems like today, if I'm being quite frank, it seems like financial benefits are what the main priority is. It used to be, be nice to me, be kind, be a good guy. Now it's like, yeah, but can you take me overseas? Can you buy me this? Can you buy me that? Can you do this for me? It's like, okay, fair enough. In traditional relationships, and when I say traditional, I mean relationships that, the relationship idea that was conceived years ago, but I mean decades, maybe even centuries ago, was that the man was the breadwinner. He would go out, make the money, come back home, and then give, hey, take this, use it for the bills. This is for, go buy yourself something. This is for the kids. I'm going to go out and make some more money. That was it. That was the main crux. And that really didn't change until recent times, where women were going out and finding work and being independent, being their own boss, being their own employees, bringing in the money, being the breadwinner on some occasions. In some households, there was the house husband, when in generations before, there was a housewife. And I'm not knocking that. Each to their own, I say. But it seems like in today's relationships, there's like a much more emphasis on the money bit. Like, you can treat me however you want to, that's fine. As long as you have the money. And me personally, that's just not me. It's not me. I find no pleasure, no gratification in being able to support you financially. It's not me. It's really not me. And I feel like a big part of that is they just like to be treated nicely. They like to be treated, nice bags, clothes, nice restaurants, trips. And it's so far been engraved in, like, was it the 5 love languages? Gifts. That's an actual love language. People, what's the way to call it? People's, oh God, how do I visualize this and how do I say it? People's idea and how they reciprocate love is through the exchange of gifts. There we go. If there is no gifts in that relationship, they do not feel loved. So you could, do quality time, words of affirmation, acts of service, touch. But if there is no financial backing, no financial earnings from you to them, they do not feel loved. And I feel like nowadays the number of women doing that is just growing and growing and growing, to the point where if they came up to me, they came up to the majority of men and said, cool, I'm looking for this guy who could buy me this, treat me well, support me and all that. By the way, I hate this rubbishness, this new trend of looking for a guy to support me. I hate it. Hate it with a passion. Looking for someone to support me. No, you're not. Let's be honest here. You're looking for a sugar daddy. When you hear someone say looking for someone to support me, it's just another way of saying I'm looking for someone to, give me money. I want to do what I want, but you need to give me money. That's what support means. At least to me. Anyway, back on subject. If you do not, give love in terms of money, that's it. There's nothing there. To the point in which, if we don't do it, we're seen as the bad guy. We're seen as broke boys, cheap, stingy, just because we don't want to give our money. I feel like I'm working hard, I'm doing these shifts, I'm going to uni to get a degree, to get a good job, all for me to give it to you? That's crazy. That's crazy. That is crazy. I remember there was one story where a guy, it was his girl's birthday, and so he booked a restaurant she really wanted to go to, but then lied and said, I'm cooking you your favorite meal, I'm gonna treat you a night of relaxation, or got you some gifts here. And then she lied. She said, no, she didn't lie. She said, I'm gonna go to the bar with my friends, I'm gonna go do this, go do that. He's like, really? But I got all this sorted, I cooked for you, I got you these gifts, you really not coming over? And then she was like, yeah, because I went to go here, and you're telling me that rent was kind of bad this month, and yeah. And then when he revealed, I did make the reservation, she's like, no, it's fine, I'll cancel. It's like, what do you mean? You just said he was busy. So when I had the expensive reservation, now you're free? Now you're available to turn up? But when I was cooking for you, myself, spending my time and energy to make you sure something was good for you, you was like, I don't want to hear it. Another example. Just recently, today, there was a post, and the man got married, and the caption was, I knew this was like real when there was no pressure to go on fancy dates to expensive restaurants. And in the comments, they were going mad. This is broke energy, he's so cheap, how could you love someone who never does that for you? Notice in the post, he never took her to fancy restaurants, on to expensive places. He just said there was no pressure to do so. Whether he did it or not, there was no pressure to do so. But no, everyone just picked on the fact that no fancy and expensive restaurants. What? He's broke. This is broke boy energy. Oh my god. What? I'm just thinking, really? Did you guys not learn how to read? No, you do know how to read. You just know how to pick apart the bits that you want, the bits that you're actually interested in. Even a small instance where a woman wanted to there was a club where a woman wanted to, you didn't know the person, you didn't know the guy, but you wanted to take his bowl and drink some. You don't know him. You don't know what you put in the bottle. Were you just helping yourself? And that was sort of like the main attitude. Like, how can you just help yourself to someone else's bottle? But there was this huge like crowd of women that was like, oh, that's broke energy. He should have just gave you the bottle. What? I don't know you. I don't know you. So I don't owe you anything. Why would I owe you anything? Why would you just help yourself to my bottle? I don't know you. Well, you know, I could put something in that bottle and you're just there helping yourself. It's so weird and jarring that growing up, you've been told, you know, treat women with respect, be kind, be caring, look good, care about your hygiene, you get a woman. Nope. Nope. The other day, some woman wanted to charge me to talk to her. Not to go on a date. She wasn't some escort service. Just to initiate a conversation. It was, you had to pay me. I don't even care if this was some type of test to see if I'll stick around. It's a stupid test. Who's gonna pay you to chat to you? Who do you think you are? This ain't Babe Station. What are you thinking? But yeah, that's just my attitude towards that financial pressure. Dating someone. And that's just financial pressure. I haven't even got into the loyalty aspect of it. Because this sort of goes into the men are trash thing, where there's a lot of pressure to remain loyal to your partner, to the point where things that you would conceive as remaining loyal and not cheating is cheating. You know, liking pics on Instagram, following certain girls, talking to other girls. Yeah. That's conceived as a red flag. When you do it too. You do it too. Now, I'm not being like fresh and fit, you know, you're not allowed to have Instagram. I'm allowed to have Instagram. It's like chill. I'm with you. Who I like is who I like. Why not? You do it too. Let's just relax and chill out. Let's just take it easy. I don't know why there's so much pressure on our side as well. Another pressure is, I don't think women realize that they're doing this, but they body shame us on the regular. Like, they complain that we body shame women, but they come after us on the regular. Like, when they go, I want a man who's 6 foot something. I want a man who's built. I want a man who's in the gym constantly. I'm like, you're 5 foot nothing with a tummy. You don't get to decide who you get. And I'm not saying that to be rude. I'm not saying that to be like, oh, if you're 5 foot something with a bit of a stomach, you deserve nothing. It's more along the lines of, why do you get to decide who is, like, what gives you the right to put this insane requirement when most people in that requirement wouldn't even speak to you in that manner? And don't get me wrong, there's those cases. And, you know, each pot has their lid, each kettle has whatever. But how can you have this requirement and say it with such confidence, but you're still single? So you have this requirement, you have this expectation, but you're obviously not feeling it. And then when you don't fill in that expectation, you're blaming us. You're looking to us. You're the problem. I have this insane expectation and it's not being fulfilled, so it must be a you problem. Nah, hun, it's you. Check your expectations, Come on. You can do better than that. Come on. That's the argument can be said for the same financial one. How can you expect me to support you financially? Expect any man to support you financially when you don't even support yourself financially? Lower your expectations. We're in a cost of living crisis right now. Chill out. Relax. But yeah, that's my general thought on the subject, really. I mean, I'm out here, dating, but I ain't finding like the one just as yet. But I'm not expecting to. I'm only 22. There's no expectation to find someone like that at this age. But I'm telling you right now, it is hard. It is hard. The expectations for someone my age to be well put together, to have decent amount of money, to be able to do this. I'm 22. In my last year of uni. Come on now. You're there too. You know what it's like. Don't put your expectations on me when you ain't even there. Come on, do better. But yeah, let me know what you think. Like, subscribe, you know the drill. But yeah, on to the next.